Good morning to all members. Thank you for attending today's meeting.
Morning.
Good
Good
morning, Miss
morning.
Aisha and everyone.
Are there any activities for today's meeting?
No, Miss, all committee members are present for today's meeting.
That's great. Thank you, Mr. Nitesh. Before we proceed with our meeting, how's everyone today? Feeling good?
Yes.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Since we are all here, let's get started. First of all, it is a pleasure to welcome Mr. Nitesh, our Secretary, Committee 1, Miss Jocelyn, Committee number 2, and Miss Salva, Committee number 3. So today, we are going to discuss Project Alpha, and I would like to invite Mr. Nitesh to continue our agenda meeting today.
Sure, Miss. Good morning, everyone. So, wait for a while. I'll share the screen. Can you guys can see the screen?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. So, as you can see from the screen here, so our today's agenda uh, for meeting. Okay, first agenda is greeting and opening by chairman. Second agenda is confirmation of minutes of the last meeting. Third agenda is presentation of a potential site for Project Alpha. Fourth agenda is discussion on potential site for Project Alpha. And last agenda is propose one achievable project. So next we move on to the second agenda, which is confirmation of minutes of last meeting. So okay, so I believe all of you have already received the minutes of meeting. I would like to go through the previous meeting agenda in which we had discussed three potential sites, which is Bukit Belacan in Ampang, Selangor, empty warehouse in Pasir Gudang, Johor, and third is Green Hill Land in Bukit Ko, Terengganu. All three sites are undeveloped but yet possess unique, attractive features that could attract crowds. Miss Julie, in last previous meeting, Miss Julie suggests that the committee be given 2 days to visit each site in order to experience the ambition of the place firsthand. And so the next is the committee was informed that Surya Holding is aimed for an educational come business venture for which the proposed site could be the place where global technology meets nature in the dynamic symbiosis. Miss, in the last previous meeting, Miss Benjamin proposed that the committee be given 2 months to research the three sites and their potential for so that the viable business come educational project could be fought. And each committee members bring a proposal of the project with cost and with the estimate cost and relevant supporting documents for the next meeting. And the committee members agreed that an environmental impact assessment for each project be obtained and present in the next meeting. So this is the discussion we had in the previous meeting. I hope everyone is already go through the minutes of the meeting. So that's all about me, Miss Aisha.
Alright, thank you, Mr. Nitesh. To begin, I would like to go through the minutes of our last meeting, which was held on March 16, 2018. Greeting, opening, and briefing on the Project Alpha looks fine. Based on item 3.0, three potential sites for Project Alpha have been decided. And next, item 4.0, which are the suggestions for projects, were stated clearly. Okay, let's look at the last item in the minute. I will give you guys approximately 2 minutes to go through the minutes of the meeting, okay? 2 minutes here.
Okay.
Sorry for interrupting, Miss Aisha. I think there's an error in item 1.0, which is on the greeting and opening part. The chairman name should be Mr. Shafiq Imran Nazir. So I think that one need to change.
I do feel there's a slight error in item 2.0, which is the briefing on Project Alpha. Project Alpha is aimed at meeting the educational and entertainment needs of Gen Y, Gen Z, and Gen Alpha. Yeah, so please take note.
In item 3.0 also, I think there's an error in the spelling of Mrs. Julie Lee's name. It should be Mrs. Julie Lim Mei Yin.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Nitesh, could you take note on that? Thank you, members, for highlighting those errors. Okay, what about the rest of the minutes?
Sure, Miss. I think they look fine now.
One more error on item 4.0, Miss. Huh?
Tash.
The name of the company under Project Alpha is Surya Holding Center Berhad and not Surya Holding. There's a small mistake in the spelling. It's supposed to be Suria, not Sooria. Yeah, that's all.
Oh, yes, one more thing. The committee was informed that the approximate cost for the project was Malaysia ringgit 250 million. Yeah.
Please take note, Mr. Nitesh. Is there anything else to be amended?
Noted, Miss. So far, there's no correction for me.
No, miss. I can't find any either.
If that is the case, would someone move the minutes of the last meeting to be accepted?
I propose that the minutes of the last meeting be accepted.
I second the motion.
Okay, I hereby confirm the minutes of the last meeting. Okay, so for today's agenda is to choose the best site and propose one feasible project in the chosen site for Project Alpha. So, Mr. Nitesh, would you like to start?
Yes, sure. Thank you, Miss Aisha. So, as we know, the goal set for the last meeting is to propose a site for Project Alpha, which is to fulfill the educational and also entertainment needs for Gen Y, Gen Z, and Gen Alpha. So, I could be suggest Bukit Belacan Forest Reserve as the best potential site for Project Alpha. Bukit Belacan Forest Reserve is actually located in Selangor. After visiting Bukit Belacan, I found a few benefits and advantages that are suitable for Project Alpha at the forest reserve. And and the advantages in Bukit Belacan is located in Ampang, which is the one of the big area in Selangor, and it only 15 kilometers from Kuala Lumpur and accessible by car. And also is a very easy to attract people and also increase tourism in that place. This site also suitable for both sectors that are required by Surya Holding, which is educational and also entertainment sector. This project is due to the nature-based placement for the tourist destination to recognize traditionally practice and far from the bustle of traffic. Rapid development has the potential to attract tourism both locally and abroad. So, as we know, there are a variety of flora and fauna that can be found at Bukit Belacan. So, students and the public for for the tourism can experience and learn about the forest habitat. For the educational sector, um, This forest reserve can be a place for the informal education. So we can build a footpath in the forest, which highlights the different type of plants and animals at Bukit Belacan with the scientific names and little information about that. So they can come across the unusual birds, deserve wildlife, beautiful plants and trees which are medically valuable healing properties that can be rarely be spotted in crowded cities. And so next is in the entertainment segment, I would like to suggest that we can organize an advanced theme park with a similar concept with uh, escape park in the Phoenix. I think most of you know the escape park in Phoenix. It's one of the best theme park and also entertainment park in Phoenix. So because Bukit Belacan consists of 25,000 acres, so we can build a few activities such as water theme park, flying fox, jungle trekking, and camping. From this, they can relax their mind and reduce stress level and make them happy. Environmental impact for the Bukit Belacan project does not destroy the nature habitat. In fact, activities such as replanting can replace valuable nature forests. Moreover, this project gives very good benefit to the community and also the environmental itself. So I feel, so in my opinion, and I feel Bukit Belacan Forest Reserve in Ampang is the best choice to propose our site for Project Alpha, and they can attract more people, and also we can like we can increase our tourism by build this project in Forest Reserve. So that's my point. Thank you, Miss. Thank you, everyone, for listening.
That sounds like a good idea, Mr. Nitish, but I'm afraid I do not share the same view as you.
So thank you, Mr. Nitesh. And next, Miss Jocelyn, would you like to start?
Sure. Thank you, Miss Aisha. Without further ado, let me proceed by explaining my site, which is on an empty warehouse in Pasir Gudang, Johor. The warehouse is about 5,600 meters square, and the warehouse was used to store heavy farming machinery in the past. So, from my observation, I can say that the empty warehouse is pretty suitable for Project Alpha as it is quite flexible in the sense of development and can be constructed more easily and affordably compared to Mr. Nitesh's site. As mentioned by Mr. Nitish earlier, I believe his site most probably need to start from scratch as I think the forest reserve is originally a nature place with beautiful scenes and I suggest that we should try to avoid involving construction with nature areas. Besides, if we were to choose the warehouse, I'm pretty sure that the payment would be lower and if we are considering the short term value of expenses, then I think the empty warehouse might be the best route for us. In addition, the warehouse can also provide ample space that can be adapted to any kind of purpose. That being said, for instance, maybe the warehouse can be used to build indoor sports centers for those who love indoor sports during their leisure time as part of their entertainment. On top of that, the warehouse can also be used for educational purposes such as teacher-student interaction, education exhibitions, seminars, and etc. Not to mention, the warehouse is also located in a strategic place where people can easily get any transportation to go over. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything about the warehouse from me. Thank you for listening.
Can you please
That
explain further on the examples for educational purposes as you have mentioned?
Sure, no problem. As I've mentioned earlier, we could propose events like teacher student interaction, as in events like this, we need ample space and close up areas because of the large number of parents and students who happen to attend, and it's not possible to do so in any outdoor areas. On the other hand, educational exhibitions had been really important for students after their SPM examinations and those who plan to pursue further in their studies, as they need to survey more on the college or university they plan to attend. Not to mention also with the available space in a warehouse, I think it wouldn't be a problem for colleges or university to easily hold the exhibition there. Well, as for the seminar, I think the warehouse is really a good spot, as seminar are usually attended by a huge number of people and the space availability will be more than enough.
That's exactly the way I feel, Miss Jocelyn.
All right. Thank you, Miss Jocelyn. Now I would like to hand it over to Miss Tava, who is going to lead the next project.
Thank you, Miss Aisha. Let me explain myself, which is Green Hilly Land in Bukit Kor, Terengganu. As you can see that Bukit Kor is a combination of hills and flat green land with adventurous curves and turns. I can say that this side was green hilly land that would be perfect for hill farming. Hill farming is extensive farming in upland areas, primarily rearing sheep, although historically cattle were often reared extensively in upland areas. For ages, humans have influenced a significant variety of upland ecosystems, primarily through farming and agriculture. As a result, hill farming land management has become increasingly important for many upland ecosystems. Hill farming also practices play a significant role in supporting surrounding flora and fauna in the uplands. Okay, through grazing, sheep and cattle maintain a variety of tall grasses and short plants. Many species of waders like the lapwing, red shank, and golden plover use the short vegetations as breeding and nesting sites, which benefit for the local animals. Agriculture use burning and grazing by both livestock and wildlife such as deer helps to sustain the upland and grasslands. Sustainable, careful maintenance is highly important in hill farming in order to protect the delicate relationship that farm management has on the biodiversity of local plant and animal species.
Excuse me, Miss Tava, but I'm sorry, I don't see what you mean. Could you give some example or details about that?
Sorry, I'm probably not making myself clear. So what I mean is the green hilly land would also create different areas. For example, national parks. These parks protect and conserve the character of landscapes, facilities for access, wildlife habitats, and historic features. Second, areas of outstanding natural beauty. These also conserve and enhance naturally beautiful landscapes. Third, common land. These areas where people who do not own the land have rights to use for farming or any other purposes. And the last is national nature reserves. This one protect and provide public access to important wildlife and geological sites. So these are the examples would give the best entertainment to people in order to enhance enjoy the places, and also would give good education to enhance their knowledge. This is my point of view.
Okay, well, since everyone has presented their ideas, is there anything else anyone wants to add?
No, miss.
Right, yeah. If there is nothing else, let's move on to the next item on the agenda. As you know, we must choose one best site. So, based on your opinion, uh, between those three, which one is the best site for the project?
Okay, miss. I will start first. So, based on three ideas that three committee members that we discussed, I feel Miss Jocelyn idea is the best choice, which is to use an empty warehouse in Pasiguran for Project Alpha, because if we see we mainly focuses on environmental issues. After discuss with all of our committee members, I found that there are many hidden pollution that may happen in the forest reserve area, since we need to uh, protect and take care of our environmental, and also we need to follow government's rules, since few activities that we cannot conduct in the forest reserve. So, and if you are using the warehouse, it seems like it's already built, and we just need to renovate or upgrade the warehouse. So I feel we can reduce the cost to build for Project Alpha. So if you compare with three quotational site techniques, I will choose warehouse. Empty warehouse is the best site, because there are many advantage. There are many advantage, and also we can save our environmental, like we can save the environmental in the forest.
So, I personally feel that the empty warehouse is really a good choice compared to the two natural places Mr. Nitesh and Ms. Tava mentioned earlier. So, as I've said, I think that we should really avoid construction at nature areas since it could a little bit more harm the environment. And with the available big space in the warehouse, right? I'm pretty sure that it wouldn't be any problem to construct anything there. Yeah.
I would also like to choose an warehouse empty. As Miss Jocelyn said just now, I completely agree with her side because the warehouse is most probably a cover place, and it has a huge space inside. So, if built indoor sports or any educational centers, it would be most helpful to the people, especially for the students. So, this is my opinion.
All right. Thank you for the opinion, guys. Personally, that's how I see it too. I think that the empty old warehouse is the best site. A lot of interesting projects can be done there compared to the other two places. Even the construction costs have been reduced as it is a built-in warehouse, right? Since everyone is in agreement, it is decided that the best site for Project Alpha is the empty old warehouse. Therefore, let's move on to the last item in the agenda. As all of you know, we must propose one feasible project on the empty old warehouse. So, Ms. Tava, would you like to start first?
Sure, thank you, Miss Aisha. As you guys know, an empty old warehouse is a huge space inside, right? So, I would like to suggest to build an educational center, which means tuition center. Tuition center is like an extra class to enhance students' learning, experience, and knowledge. Actually, it is an additional benefit for the students who are staying near Johor. Also, it is the best place to to study without any disturbance.
But sorry for interrupting, Mitawa. I feel the tuition center idea is good, but if you see in the two sector, which is educational and also entertainment, they are more focuses on education, but they in tuition center they less focus about the entertainment segment. But I would like to propose petro science instead. So petro science is different from they include educational and also entertainment sector.
You have a point there, Mr. Nitesh.
So actually, I feel that I must disagree with Miss Hava's suggestion too. As mentioned by Mr. Nitish earlier, there's indeed no entertainment at all at the tuition center.
Yes, sorry for interrupting. I would like to suggest to build something like a petrol lines, just now mentioned. And the petrol science is will be beneficial for everyone. So if you see petrol science in Kuala Lumpur, which is a discovery center specially designed to complement and support the maths and science curricula at preschool, primary, and secondary school. It provides opportunities for school children to learn by doing in the fun environmental. They can take part in activities that illustrate key scientific principles which have been or can be further explained in the classroom. So petroscience provides educational and also entertainment sector. So if you see the petroscience, the surface means they are providing the two segments inside the petroscience. They have the educational sector by knowing the science about science and maths, and also they provide entertainment entertainment sector in the petroscience. So I feel if we build something like petroscience will be useful for Gen Y, Gen Z, and Gen Alpha, and also it's helped to increase our tourism and visitors in the Pasir Gudang. So that's my opinion.
I totally agree with Mr. Nitesh's point of view. Based on my knowledge, petroscience not only could bring entertainment but also could make learning fun with the existence of exhibits, enrich and outreach activities. As all of you know, the extension of petroscience had nurtured the interest in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, besides driving the creation of a new generation of science and technology minded, innovation inspired Malaysians. On account of this, I feel that if we were to propose this for our project, it would definitely be an excellent place to learn and discover new things besides attracting the attention of Gen Y, Gen Z, and Gen Alpha. Yeah.
All right. I am completely in favor for the idea. Uh, we can call it as a science exhibition where a lot of educational and entertainment activities can be done there. And as we all know, exhibitions are typically designed to encourage people to think critically, solve challenging problems, and develop skills such as oral communication, research, and even planning. This project will simply attract Gen Y, Gen Z, and Gen Alpha as it develops a scientific spirit and curiosity, which in turn forces them to think and creatively find solutions to their challenges.
Okay, well, after I listen to your explanation and suggestions, I am really interested to hear more content from you guys. So it's okay. Um, Petroscience is one of the most entertaining places. So if you build Petroscience at an empty warehouse, it's really entertaining and full of fun in order to enjoy the moment. Okay, I totally agree with Mr. Nitesh, Miss Jocelyn, and Miss Aisha points because I got participated in the petro science during high school. So I've also had experience regarding these petro science activities. In addition, I can say that this project is worth 250 million. So hopefully this project should proceed to build, and this petro science would be the best entertainment to everyone.
Okay, I think that's all. Today we have successfully chosen the best proposal for this project, Alpha, which is an empty old warehouse, and the project proposal, the project proposed is a science exhibition. If there is nothing else, we can stop here. Is there any question or anything you
No,
guys want to add?
No,
No,
no, miss.
no, Miss
no.
Of all.
Aisha.
All right, good. So I declare the meeting closed. Thank you for your attendance and participation.
Thank you,
Thank
miss,
you,
and
Thank
everyone
you.
committee members.
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you too.
Thank you.